One thing I forgot. I want to explain my attitude. When I was seeing Dr. DeRogers in Orlando, I think I was around 16 years old. He told me, this is how I developed this attitude. He told me that they're having a lot of trouble. I have labile diabetes, brittle diabetes. It goes up and down. Since I was diagnosed, I've only had maybe 2 days where I haven't had at least one low blood sugar and one high blood sugar. My diabetes has always been like this. My highest A1C was in the 8s. Usually I stay in the 6s and 7s, which is pretty good control, considering I have an eating disorder too. I have a thing with numbers, and 6s and 7s are my favorite numbers, or some of my favorite numbers, so that helps. But I've always been trying for 5, because 5's my most favorite. He said they were going to try something new to manage my diabetes, and I said okay. And while he was talking out loud, he said, we're not going to try this because this will happen. We're not going to try B because then C will happen, but we are going to try A. And a couple weeks later, when that wasn't working, he called and said, okay, we're going to try B. And I said, but you said that wouldn't work because C would happen. And he said, oh, well, most of diabetes is guesswork. And that really made me lose confidence in most endocrinologists. That caused me to kind of backtrack and say, well, I know my body a hell of a lot better than you do. So if we're going to do guesswork, how about I do the guessing? And after that, I started studying more about insulin doses, mathematical formulas, etc., so that I could manage it on my own. The diabetic doctor that I have now knows that I do this, and has allowed me within reason to manage my own diabetes in this way. He feels that I do an okay job. So that's why I feel confident and cocky and arrogant and kind of self-righteous. So far it hasn't gotten me into trouble. The only problem is I don't trust my endocrinologists very much. I tend to trust diabetes educators more because they've never failed me and they admit they don't know everything, and endocrinologists always have acted like they do, even when it's obvious they're really screwing me up. So I regularly see a diabetes educator, so for that reason. Anyway, that's why I feel the way I do. And so yeah, tomorrow, 150 milligrams as prescribed. 10 days from now if I slump. 10 days from tomorrow if I slump. I go to 100 milligrams. And 10 days from that if I slump. If I slump before 10 days from that, then I switch to 75 one.